Hey everyone, Vertin here, and welcome back to Reverse 1999 for more Chapter 7, Part 2, I believe. In the last video, we have gotten still in this massive debate, and all of a sudden, the storm, I guess, immunity of the island weakened, and I guess somehow it affected some of the island, I believe, and we were getting nowhere, to be honest, in the debate. So, long story short, the debate ended when the storm came in and started to affect the island in different ways, because apparently the storm in Vienna has already passed, and I'm guessing there's still some evacuation of whoever still survives in that storm in Vienna, and back and forth between Laplace and the island. I guess Lucy and I guess the rest of the scientific research team is still trying to figure out how to translate said ritual, and there's been extreme problems. So, where we left off is meeting 6 inside the cave for some test. And the question strikes, I guess you could say, surprise within 37. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well, because I will be doing, I think, 7, my 2-hour limit of playing this game as well. And I hope you guys bear with me, because it is a long video, because I am trying to speed up my content making here and trying to get the free character in chapter 8, but I think I ain't gonna have time for that. So let's continue with Oracles at Delphi part 8.
If my pursuit of truth will be the destruction of my beliefs...
Keep in mind, in the start of this video, I am doing the same day as my last video on the second part of it, so yeah, it's gonna lag my game a bit. So she shakes her head repeatedly, looking more perplexed than when she checked the man's followers' math homework.
I came for the truth, and my faith is the truth. Why would the truth be destroyed by the truth?
Because some truths are better. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say.
If it's because I did the calculation wrong, I'll go back and do it again. And next time, I will do better.
An answer without hesitation, causing the gatekeeper to pause for an extra moment of silence.
What if the essence of truth is there is no truth?
Isn't that also a form of the truth? Its non-existence is an answer in itself, is it not?
Possibilities.
You're speaking like 210. Are you really 6?
37 has clearly run out of patience with the sophistry. Sophistry? She stares at 6 in annoyance, trying to detect any sign on his face that he might be playing a joke on her.
I should be more specific. You may see it as another allegory. A gate stands before you. Open it, and you will find the truth you seek. But at the same time, the world as you know it will crumble. Will you still open it?
37 blinks. This time her answer is even more clear and resolute.
Yes. If my world changes because the truth is revealed, doesn't that mean my previous understanding was wrong and should be corrected? If what's behind the gate is really the truth, why would I give up the truth for falsehood?
I see. You've passed. As a reward, I will bestow upon you this sacred ritual. It will bridge the gap between you and the supreme existence during communion.
A gilded scroll is presented to her, but the winner only furrows her brows even harder.
Was that it? You didn't even ask a question that posed a real challenge. See, Vertin? I knew this was just a formality. Vertin?
No, 37. I think this question...
37.
Huh? 6 interjects.
There are some words I'd like to share with you. Not as 6, but myself, who used to live under the name Atticus.
So your real name is Atticus.
We know the story of Socrates' life, how truth and politics are at odds with each other. Either be wise, uninvolved, and look on, or be practical, involved, and suffer. I hope you will remember your answer when the defining moment comes for you.
He leaves. The game has been a disappointment. 37 frowns in frustration, but she keeps a tight grip on the scroll. The gate in the center of the circle has swung open, but the path ahead is still shrouded in mist.
We should go, Vertin. There's a long way ahead.
What was Vertin gonna say?
I hope the next question will be more fun.
I don't think it's gonna be fun at all. These are serious times. I hate this. Oh my. I'm afraid I can't use you. Alright.
Come together to conquer this great wave.
Yes! 73! A good number. It's the 8th twin prime, the 8th lucky prime, and the same combination as 37. But sadly, you're the 21st prime number, which makes you less than perfect. Vertin, let's start with
73, because it has the largest absolute value.
nice choice, Vertin. You are a quick learner.
Okay.
Experience.
I never get tired of this one.
Flash in the water.
Great.
Easy as pie.
Keep calm.
Is that really the best you have to offer?
Don't you dare. Attack the other one, damn it. Alright. Alright,
Perfectly understood.
Knowledge drives progress.
Fine. My turn, huh?
Flee, mortals!
Devote yourselves to one another.
Just a gentle blow.
Really? Nice. Good counterattack. Okay, that is unfortunate.
Experience
I need
fuels
you
knowledge.
alive. Yeah.
Together, we are heroes.
Stay back, I say!
I think I needed to
Is
use
that
her
really the
ultimate.
best you have to offer?
Please stop using.
Shall I, Master?
Time to flex these muscles. I never get tired of this one. Watch and learn, kids.
Nice, we got rid of the
As long
73.
as you hit the target.
No! Okay, I'm gonna have to start over.
Not too shabby.
Knowledge drives progress. Experience fuels knowledge. Devote yourselves to one another. Bask in the sunlight.
Feel my dark embrace!
Hey, you come on. Put some power behind it.
Shall I, Master?
Knowledge drives progress. Together, we are heroes.
Watch and learn, kids.
Sweet dreams!
Nice, 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 nice. Lovely. Yeah. Very nice.
Finally, My turn, huh?
Experience fuels knowledge.
Stay back, I say!
Whoosh!
And we're good. Please let me it. Please let me it.
And now to return to my long-term mission.
Nothing I haven't expected so far. Just like what Mom told me. They're just games, like skipping rocks, katabos, and hopscotch. I've always been good at games. Look, there's the gate, Vertin. We're almost at the end.
37 claps her hands with satisfaction, having resolved yet another obstacle. But her companion is much more pensive.
What's the matter, Vertin? You've been quiet since we met 6. But you're number 0, not 6. You have no common factor with him.
No. I'm only thinking, what's the question you're going to ask? We've only got one chance.
The most important question of all, of course.
About the essence of the emanation, right?
It was not a hard guess. The islanders devote their lives to the study and service of the essence. Nothing is more important than this question. The essence reveals the ultimate truth that underlies all existence. Everything else is just fragments of the phenomenal world. It might not be directly solve the issue of the storm immunity, but knowing its nature will certainly help with that aspect. And it's the key to solving not just one problem, but many others.
Well, the essence of it is important. But one day, we will eventually come to understand it. Even if we leave it alone for now, it will still be there. Yes?
I think so.
She seems to have something else in mind.
I can't stop thinking about Regulus. Despite being so close to the answer, she turned back in the cave, determined to earn the answer rather than receive it on a silver platter. It's like covering your ears in front of the oracles at Delphi. How typical of an irrational number. But she was also right, wasn't she? None of the precepts forbids one from doing so. People like her may fall behind or get distracted along the way, learning at a slower pace. But in the end, we will all converge. It doesn't matter if some arrive sooner than others.
So, are you going to ask something else?
This time she nods.
Yes, I have come up with a better question. A question that will solve all our problems once and for all, and free everyone from the emanation. It's not as profound as my first question, but it's an equally good one.
I see. I will stop here then.
Huh?
She turns around, eyes wide with surprise.
Vertin, are you turning back like Regulus? But you're a 0. You're not an irrational.
No, I won't go far. I will wait for you here. This is your gate to open. It is your question, your answer. I will stay here and watch over you. If you encounter any danger in there, I will come to your aid at once.
But don't you also have a question to ask Aperon? Aren't your doubts unresolved?
No, I don't need to ask anymore. The question you're going to ask, the one that will free us all from the emanation, is exactly the question I want to ask. 37.
37 tilts her head curiously, but her confusion soon fades. She quickly understands, as she does with most things in life.
I see. So you're choosing to be the one who looks on, like the third kind of men in the Olympic Games. A choice of insight, most appropriate for the number 0.
Without further hesitation, she turns and steps into the final gate.
In that case, I will see you later then, Vertin.
See you soon, 37.
Put the suitcase down and breathe. Be ready for anything.
Will this really be the collapse of her world as she knew it? Like 6 said. If that happens, I'll be here to hold the umbrella for her.
Anything to cover the rain, huh? Oh, so there's interesting going on here. So that must be the cleansing ceremony then? Right, outside. Okay. Unspeakable, indescribable, untouchable, unsurpassable. Outside the limits. The cave is basked in warm, flickering candlelight. Preparations for the cleansing ceremony are finally complete. The integers are waiting for their leader to return.
Do you think 37 is going to make it?
888 lowers her voice, concealing her worry.
Who knows?
Leaning against the cavern wall, 210 absent-mindedly adjusts the grapevine on his hair out of boredom.
6 should be the easiest one to pass. The math puzzles in the labyrinth shouldn't be a problem for our little star either. The only tricky question is from a Peyron, and no one knows what it will be. It is a fair game. Answer a Peyron's question and it will answer yours. But if you give the wrong answer, oops.
I don't know why you make me laugh, my dude. Why do I feel like that you're not gonna last? Sorry. He pinches a grape between his fingers and crushes it, its juice splattering onto his hand.
It'll hardly be a graceful end.
You are gross.
It's just a grape. 888 shakes her head, not even bothering to hide her disgust.
We know little about the test. The last person to pass the test was 300 years ago. The price of failure was high. For the longest time, the Sixers forbade people from risking their lives for it.
Well, 6 lied. Someone passed the test 4 years ago.
Ooh. An unexpected piece of information. Even 210 straightens up in attention. The Banshee gazes into the distance, watching the shadows cast by candles dance on walls.
The two of them are so much alike. Their talents, their mindsets, even their first thoughts when facing an impossible challenge. It is an irresistible temptation indeed, with a path to all truths right in front of you, just within reach. Who wouldn't want to give it a try?
Amid the swirling lights and shadows, the trial is reaching its conclusion. She has reached the heart of the maze, the lair of Minotaur, where the final challenge awaits. Through the mist, a form gradually takes shape. First, it appears to be a scholar, then a soldier, but it continues to transform into a king, a farmer, a child, an elder. Finally, it stops and solidifies into a young woman with a sharp and chilling smile. Her mother, really?
Mama? How are you here?
It's fake. A soft chuckle slips out from the shadow.
No, I'm not who you think I am, child. I'm but a shadow, a flicker of fire, a projection before you. The finite cannot comprehend the infinite. Your limited senses cannot imagine what you've never seen, nor fathom what you've never heard. I am the answer to your desperate prayers. I am the blindfold before you see daylight. I am the reflection of your confused, hollow faces in the water. I am the lingering echo of the last visitor.
So was her mother the last person to pass this test?
But you look just like Mama.
Eagerly, 37 steps forward.
This is the last obstacle of the test. The gate of truth is just ahead, right? And here you are, standing in front of me. Does that mean that you finally reached the transcendental realm?
The music is going loud here. Even if I turn it down, it's still gonna be loud.
So my conjecture was right, and our model did not fail, correct?
The transcendental realm?
What? The woman's laugh is strange and unsettling, and her eyes as well.
You speak adorable nonsense, my dear daughter. Did you really believe what I said?
Jesus Christ. I don't like that.
You silly little goose.
37 stops in her tracks and lifts her head in disbelief. She locks eyes with those aquamarine orbs that are unmistakably her mother's eyes.
Have you not doubted, even for a moment? You did. You wavered when you strolled the shores at night, when you inevitably gazed at the geometric bodies. If they really are manifestations of the transcendental world, why can't I find Mama's number in the broken pieces? You thought. Why can't I hear her voice? Why can't I see their patterns? The darkness blinds me. I miss you, Mama.
Oh, hell no. Don't you dare, man. Really?
Oh, my poor, sweet daughter. You are too young and naive, too attached to what is familiar and too trusting of your teachings. You should have continued doubting instead of following my outdated footsteps. Was the conjecture wrong? Was the model correct? It does not matter, child. The rules of the game have changed. The Chaos Makers, the Fearmongers, and the Rule Shapers, they have already outpaced us. We were not wrong, we simply fell behind. We were blinded by the dream of the transcendental realm and could not see through reality. But worry not, my daughter. You have made it here, and that is all that matters. We will do the calculations together. This time, the results will be more accurate than ever.
Mama!
With a gentle smile, the woman tucks her hair behind her ears and reaches out a hand to the girl.
This world is an enormous wasteland, 37. Look at the creations in it. The congested, silent herds that scurry to and fro in their meaningless lives. Never have they looked at the stars above, nor bent to smell the flowers. The melodies of the patterns above go unheard by them, their souls unresonant to their wisdom. They are the prisoners of their bodies, complacent in their dulled senses, and conceited over their success of ruling the planet through violence and bloodshed. They mocked us, shunned us, and slaughtered us. They discriminated against us throughout the ages, branded us as lunatics, and spat on what we held dear. But we never gave up once. We were never truly defeated. One day, they will be proven wrong, and they will be forced to admit it. My daughter, my precious little pearl, come to me, back in your mother's arms. Let us return to a time before disputes and disasters, when it was just you and me wandering the boundless beach.
Don't do it, 37. Do not believe its lies.
I will share with you the infinite secrets of this world, the essence of all things, and the truth that transcends everything. That's what you came for, yes?
Her eyes are earnest and sincere. 37 slowly climbs the stairs, longing to reach out and grasp her mother's hands. She suddenly looks up, confused, and asks a question.
But Mama, I am 37, not infinity. Why would I want an infinite number of secrets?
Ooh. The question.
The ground is shaking.
That was a Perron, wasn't it? She asked the wrong question.
Did she give the wrong answer?
Oh no, she did. The cavern's illusionary landscape shifts again. A fierce wind abruptly rises around her. Amidst the howling gale, 37 looks defiantly up into the air, her eyes peering past her mother's silhouette.
I don't long for the infinite secrets, for it is not within the scope of my number.
Again, another good shot.
I know who I am. I am only 37, a finite number, a pebble in the sand. The tides could wash over me, engulf me, and crush me at any moment. Even so, I am glad to be 37, for I know my limits. I know my boundaries. A concept these supreme existences cannot even fathom.
Her mother's shadow shatters, the shards simmering and pulsing in the air as if they were alive. The wind picks up, whipping her hair around and forcing her to narrow her eyes against the current. Oh god, my ears! Before she stands her ground. But she stands her ground, refusing to yield.
Apeiron, the boundless one. I am here for a simple question.
Again, even if I adjust the volume, it's still gonna cover the voice.
How can we escape the darkness of the phenomenal world and be free from the emanation forever?
Okay, that's the question. The question. What will it look like? Her voice disappears into the wind, like a pebble sinking into a pond. But then the ripples echo back. A worthy reply. Nice. Oh, incomprehensible sounds assault her ears, like ancient echoes rising from the depths of the ocean. They aren't recognizable syllables of any known language, but more like reverberations between layers of rock walls, each note stabbing through her like a dagger. Her breathing becomes labored and blood trickles from her nose. Dizziness churns in her head, causing her vision to blur and double.
How? They clearly promised me an answer.
Oh my god, look at her.
Is it because the answer to my question, the transcendental truth, is outside of our limits too?
Probably. Oh, she faints. Maybe. Uh-oh. What's going on?
Make way! Move!
What's going on?
Madam Lucy, we have the right pronunciation.
Oh, you sure about that?
The script you gave me was correct. This is the arcane language of the incantation. Where did you get it?
Very well. Give it to me. Inform all research teams that we are moving on to the next phase of the project.
Swift and sure footsteps stride past glass-walled rooms, stopping at the main control room of the Storm Observation and Research Initiative. The control station is bustling with activity, like as liaisons send messages through electrical signals and pneumatic tubes to various offices, all part of a well-oiled routine. Enigma is here too.
If you're here to check on the progress, there is none. I'm afraid you'll leave disappointed, Madam Lucy.
The robot hardly notices the mockery in his tone. She approaches one of the liaisons and holds out her hand. In her palm is the script brought by the dove.
Send this to everyone. It has been verified. This is the correct pronunciation of the immunity ritual.
Are you sure about that?
This is...
His hands tremble. Despite its size, the tiny slip of paper holds great importance. Following the pronunciation guidelines, he carefully spells out the first word.
La Unwa.
You bet. The script is taken from his grasp. Standing next to him, the liaison holds the script in her hand, also trembling with excitement.
We must share this with everyone!
Uh-oh. Here's our victim. She trots over to the control station. The script is transposed onto the screen. The liaison meticulously checks every detail, ensuring that nothing is overlooked. You should have let Enigma read the entire thing before you grabbed it from his hands.
La Unua Zirklo.
Uh-oh. She reads into the microphone, her voice confident and clear. With a final press of the send button, she turns away with a satisfied smile on her face. And then she fades from existence. Oh my goodness. Without warning, her torso cracks apart and her entire form crumbles, shuddering to the ground in pieces.
What was that?
They got it wrong. All hell breaks loose. Chairs scrape loudly against the floor, coffee cups clatter to the ground, and people scramble about in a frenzy. The director of Laplace remains still, her eyes fixed on the rapidly flashing lights on the screen.
Stop the transmission! The ritual is wrong!
You should have let him read. She pauses. In the face of chaos and turmoil, it falls on someone to step up and take action.
No. The incantation is indeed correct.
Why is it correct, but that happens? What is going on? That is my question. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, so that just happened, and I guess a critical thing just happened here, so let's move on to return to the Earth, whatever that means. Yeah.
What is going on?
In other glass-walled rooms, researchers look up from their work in confusion. The airlock doors have been sealed tight, and their electronic equipment is flashing erratically.
Warning. Warning.
At the same time, all of their screens light up simultaneously, indicating the arrival of a new message.
Hey Dawkins, forget the outside. Come look at this. Some guys cracked it. They found the correct pronunciation.
For real? They better be serious if this is some kind of prank.
Despite the blaring alarms, the staff gathers around their screens, eagerly reading aloud the incantation that was just sent. Oh no. You better not read it aloud.
La una circlo?
Uh-oh. Looks like you're dead. Oh no. Prevent them from reading it aloud. Oh god.
Damn it. Damn it.
He runs down the corridor at full speed, gasping for air. Just as the airlock doors begin to close, he flings himself through. The closest room with glass walls is filled with thick white smoke. He sprints to the door and frantically pounds on it.
Ulrich! Dawkins! Victor! Ricard! Are you in there? Listen, if you receive the pronunciation of the incantation, do not recite it. Do not write it down. Do not pass it on. I know we've had our differences, but you have to trust me. I'm trying to save you!
Well, unfortunately, a chilling silence looms on the opposite side of the door. I guess they're all dead. The only noise that can be heard is Lucy's emotionless voice coming through the speakers.
Warning. Warning. All personnel stay away from their communication terminals. Do not recite any messages on the screen. Repeat. Do not recite the incantation. Do not recite the incantation. Do not recite...
The door suddenly opens, the smoke pouring out nearly chokes him.
Richard?
Oh, look at him. His body is cracked. A cryptographer emerges from the thick smoke, his movements stiff and his face expressionless. As he opens his mouth to speak, a small crack forms at the corner of his lips and quickly spreads across his entire face, as if he were made of clay.
Duh.
He suddenly collapses, his skin splitting and cracking like a parched earth.
Richard!
Enigma quickly moves to support him, preventing his colleague from breaking into pieces on the hard floor. He checks his vitals, still alive, only his skin has been affected by the mutation. Underneath the cracked exterior, he can still see human flesh and blood. Jesus Christ.
Don't speak. We're going to the recap center.
No, you go, Dawkins.
Lifting a muddy finger, he manages to point toward the room. Slowly, a monumental figure emerges from the hazy entrance. Oh, what the hell's going on? It is a mud golem, with thick clumps of mud dripping off its body. The only remaining human element is Dawkins' nameplate, barely clinging to his chest. What? I wonder who sabotaged this here. Look at that thing. It's a mud golem, not a... Oh, it's a golem. It's a mud golem.
Dawkins? No, no, no!
The airlock door at the end of the hallway, it hisses open. A squad of security guards with hypno bullets and restraint nets barge their way in. I barely think that's going to help them.
Researcher Adler, please evacuate immediately. We will take over from here.
How? They're going to have to dry it, aren't they?
Program activated.
Dude, look at the mud golems right there, dudes.
Space and order. Behold the phenomenal world. I've confirmed that this adheres to the precepts.
Max attack. Charge loaded. Charging.
Yeah, really?
Aim and shoot. Barrage.
What?
Thunder attack.
Stop it. Stop it.
Expect knowledge. Connection between numbers.
This is for us all. Flash in the water.
Fly, my numerical friends.
Focus on both of them.
See how my skills connection between numbers.
The sparkling of the sea, the shimmering of scales. There is always a light to follow.
The golden ratio. I've confirmed that this adheres to the precepts. Connection between numbers. Fluidity and fluctuation. A hypothesis of truth.
I forgot if there was an option to skip the ultimate scenes, but I don't think there is, to be honest. Maybe?
Yet another proof nearing perfection.
Alright, we dealt with the golems.
I thought the worst case would be that the ritual is useless since no one here can wield it.
But?
I was wrong. So terribly wrong. The reality is 1,000,000 times worse. We have invited a disaster. It is a curse, even more unpredictable, unstable, and uncontrollable than the mask.
He grips his hair tightly, his voice hoarse as he shouts.
Dora crumbled to dust. Richard cracked like dry land, and Dawkins turned into a statue of mud. And Victor, he vanished. We've tried everything, but he's nowhere to be found. Yet he's here, typing, sending emails, getting the door for me. All of these catastrophic events, and only 3 words were uttered. 3.
He shakes his head and laughs bitterly, not even in the mood for mockery after all that's happened.
What are we dealing with, Madam Lucy? Which deity are we provoking and stealing from?
No one can answer his question. The security guards are busy cleaning up the mess, while liaisons are frantically issuing warnings and confirming the extent of the casualties. The rehab center personnel have also arrived, and as they leave, their stretchers are filled with injured people. His supervisor finishes up a call and hangs up the phone on the wall.
Get some rest, Mr. Adler. Your mission is complete. Other researchers will take it from here.
You what?
Didn't you hear what she said before? He asks in disbelief, anger swelling in his chest.
Are you not going to call it off? After all that's happened?
Knowing Lucy? No, she ain't.
The research must go on.
The robot's answer is concise and cold.
The authenticity of the incantation and the fact that any arcanist can recite it were revealed to us through this unexpected mishap. Now, a new question arises. How can we eliminate the side effects? From now on, we no longer require the help of human researchers.
Her tone is calm and gentle, yet with authority, the decision has been made.
Only Arcanum can lift a curse of Arcanum.
Pure Arcanum. Huh.
37!
The eerie sounds continue to reverberate in the cave. 37 kneels on the transparent stairs, blood seeping from her mouth and nose.
Stay with me. I'll get you out.
Oh, the noise. The suitcase. The noises wouldn't reach her in there. It could be her refuge. 37 suddenly jerks. Slowly, an ornate scroll rises from her bosom. Oh.
Is this Six's scroll?
It is. Ah. My eyes. The strange noises begin to fade. In its place, an ancient melody. I don't think I can't. I'm letting this play. It's a piano.
+1, -1, +2, -3, 3, -3, +2, -1, +1.
You got this from a piano?
I see. I understand now.
What did you say? 37. Are you feeling better now?
She nods, having regained her clarity.
The numbers, Vertin. 6's scroll reconciled the gap between the supreme existence and me. I can now hear and understand. The answer to my question, the solution to free us from the emanation, the response Apiron promised me, is a string of numbers.
Oh, that's gonna annoy me. The clock. Okay, so we are getting somewhere. Maybe. So we got on the Storm Immunity Incantation consent form. If you are aware of the responsibilities and risks and still wish to participate in the Storm Immunity Spell Research Project, please read and sign below. Please note, if you refuse to sign after reading, you will be placed under surveillance until the research is completed due to confidentiality requirements. So, do not recite the following content in any non-experimental setting. Reciting the spell will cause random curses, but therefore its distribution is forbidden. If you happen to recite the spell, remain conscious, please immediately stop moving and stay where you are. Try to perform actions that might indicate your continued existence until discovered by post-incident handling team. So, do not recite, do not disseminate. So, epidermal modification, total modification, structural breakdown, and loss of observability. Okay, that's another clue. Indeed. The winds died down, and the cave is quiet again. The trial is over. As usual, the Star of Hermes has found her answer.
We got it. The key to the gate of truth. Apiron has answered me. This is the final solution.
She chirps with delight as the scroll completes its task and lands back in her hand.
We must leave here at once. We have to tell everyone.
I am so proud of you, 37.
Yes, good job, 37.
We will save everyone.
There is finally room to breathe, if only for a brief moment. Yet the feeling of unease remains.
But there's one thing I don't understand.
And that is?
She pauses mid-step and looks back, tilting her head inquisitively.
6. His scroll saved your life. Maybe he foresaw the dangers and protected you from it, so you can leave there almost unharmed. But what was he trying to tell you when he warned you about the collapse of your world as you know it?
Theory. I got theory. But I guess there's a price to pay. Maybe. Silence. The walk to the cleansing site is long. Only the sounds of dripping water and soft footsteps can be heard from in the tunnel.
Mind your step, everyone. We are passing the wall of truth. The wall will come crashing down if false words are spoken. Silence is advised here, unless circumstances dictate otherwise.
The followers nod with respect. They have walked past the walls of silence, goodness, and wisdom respectively as part of the ritual. Only those who embody these virtues can find safe passage to the final cleansing.
$888?
The custodian suddenly steps up in the front of the leader, blocking his path.
Forgive me, but this seems to be the right moment for some long-neglected questions to be answered.
As she speaks, a few others emerge from the crowd and surround 6. On the narrow pathway, there is no way to get around them.
Perhaps, but hardly appropriate or righteous.
We will talk of righteousness after you've shared what you know, 6. You've been silent for too long. 4 years have passed since you became 6, and for 4 years, you have been hiding things from us. The long-neglected questions have created a cloud of doubt between us. And now the boulder of fate is falling on us, and we are teetering on the brink of destruction. It's time to be honest and true to your people, while you still have them. We are the seekers of truth. It is unjust to keep us from it.
88888 extends an arm, gesturing to the silent cavern walls that surround them.
Let the wall of truth bear witness. I want nothing but an answer from you. I am not here to provoke untimely conflicts.
You are. The wall stands firm. The genuineness of her words is not to be doubted.
Answer her, Six. You should be glad that I am not the interrogator here, because the wall would have collapsed immediately.
The wall remains silent, seemingly confirming the rhetorician's mocking words as truth. Rhetorics.
You may lie, but the wall will fall. You may stay silent, then I will lie to break the silence and the wall.
You are a bastard, but you're a good one.
Or maybe you could outwit the wall with the liar's paradox. Only sadly, I have tested it for you. One cannot deceive it by stating, I'm lying. After all, it's a test of morality, not logic. It needs your honesty, not your wit or anything else.
It's a delicate situation, one that requires precision. The leader remains composed.
What do you wish to know?
What else? The most important question, of course. The question about the essence.
210 takes a step, his voice trembling, no longer as calm as he used to be. These questions have plagued his mind for too long.
Why has our research stagnated for the past 4 years? Why did we fail to predict the emanation in 1929 and again in this time? Have we misunderstood the premise? What if the emanation is not a manifestation of the transcendental law at all?
6 remains stoic, showing no signs of emotion.
Worshippers worship, thinkers think, governors govern, and researchers research. Your questions are not mine to answer, 210. A 6 has no expertise on the study of the emanation. I'm not qualified to answer about its essence.
A truth spoken is spoken, and the silent wall attests to its veracity.
Your question is too abstract, 210.
The custodian shakes her head and takes a step closer.
Don't dance around the subject, 6. The wisdom has been passed on to you, as it has to every other 6. You have inherited not only knowledge and insight, but also the memories of your predecessors.
Is that true?
You must know the answer, for it is part of your inheritance. Tell us this. The last leader of the study of the emanation, 77. What question did she bring to appear on? And what answer did she receive?
There is no immediate response, confirming that she's hit the nail on the head.
I watched her walk into the cave and come out unharmed. I watched her, and the previous 6 board the ship in search of answers in the phenomenal world. The ship didn't come back in time. The emanation caught them, and that was only the beginning of our misfortunes. The model failed. Our whereabouts were revealed. Hysteria now poisons the minds of our people, and the empirical knowledge accumulated over the years suddenly no longer applies to the current situation. Why? What did she find out? Could it be that something's happened to the transcendental law above? Has the truth we believed in changed?
Barraged with so many questions, he lets out a chuckle. He smiles with relief, like a prisoner finally receiving his death sentence after years of waiting. It has the opposite effect on the crowd. They hold their breaths in suspense.
Hippasus discovered the secrets of Route 2 and toppled Pythagoras' school of thought. The controversy surrounding Newton and infinitesimals presented a challenge to the groundwork of calculus. Russell's self-referential paradox sparked the third mathematical crisis. Though such theory was eventually perfected, the lessons on self-referentiality remained. In the end, Gödel's incompleteness theorems showed that proving or disproving everything is impossible. Therefore, absolute knowledge is unattainable.
His profound sentiments echoed throughout the cave.
The boulder of fate will tumble down its peak, whether 37 is the one pushing it or not. However hard Oedipus tried to defy destiny, his path to tragedy remained unchanged.
You're talking in riddles again.
She furrows her brow, however, Six gives her a small nod of respect.
I should thank you for bringing the question here, 888, so I may finally speak the truth. 77 did ask about the essence of the emanation.
He stands tall and looks around at the people. They're listening intently.
She asked, what happened to the supreme existence? What plunged the world into madness? The answer was disorder and chaos.
Ooh, you see his eyes just change color. I think I noticed that just now. The wall of truth still stands. The trial left behind by the ancient sages confirms his words. A deep, ominous rumble comes from the center of the island. The tremors are like the island is being shaken to its core, like a tsunami and a volcanic eruption combined.
You blasted!
210 is the first to come to realization. He lunges and grabs Six by the collar.
You knew this all along, from the first day of your revelation, when you became Six. You knew that the emanation was not a manifestation of the transcendental law and patterns above, but rather a symptom of its utter disorder and chaos? And you knew that the transcendental realm of numbers was no more, and that the essence of Pneuma, the one true form we believed in, had become an ever-changing existence like the irrational numbers?
Yeah, he finally broke. Wow. Rage threatens to consume him. The Redditorian glares at the leader, who has the audacity to confirm that their faith is shattered. He almost breaks into a bitter laugh.
4 years. You kept this to yourself for 4 years. Why?
Because I honestly think he wasn't allowed to.
Was it for a false sense of peace? To keep the island stable? Did you deceive us to prevent the realization that our research would be in vain?
Six does not answer the added inquiries, for they are not within his duty.
It's time to halt the bickering. Get everyone out of here now!
The custodian steps in and separates them with a stern look. She then turns and begins to lead the panicked crowd to safety. Amidst the chaos, the leader lowers his eyes and waiting for a connection for no apparent reason, and reads the verses prepared for the ceremony.
Pray to the gods for what you are about to do, and pray that all goes well. Once familiar with this practice, you will understand the constitution of both eternal gods and mortal men.
Oh, all hell's breaking loose now.
What happened? Did they not carry out the cleansing ceremony?
You will know the extent of all things, the boundaries of their entirety, and what connects them together.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
No, this is... The large-scale ritual on this island is undoing itself?
What?
You will see, as you should, that the nature of the universe flows in all things alike.
Uh-oh.
Why? Why is our circle gone?
What did Six do? Okay. The leader stands quiet and resolute, like a rock by the sea, watching the fall of the heavenly transcendental, feeling the tides of change wash over everything.
Thus, you will not hope for what is beyond your reach, and you will not be deceived.
He rolls up the scroll and ends his reading.
Pray, my friends. Pray for yourselves and pray for everyone. Pray for all the suffering and misery around you. Reach into the unseeable darkness and pray to the unknowable supreme. Speak your hopes, for you are a finite creature yearning to transcend its own existence. The determination that once helped us overcome our insignificance and touch the light of Numa should guide us once more.
In the darkness, he lights up a torch.
Where are you going?
To the cave. The trial is not over. The final cleansing is yet to come. There are still duties to fulfill.
He trudges forward. With his back to the fearful crowd, he sets off again onto the lonely road, into the long night. Batman, just kidding. That was insane. Everything just is, all hell is breaking loose right about now here. And another one of these things, Q&A.
Here is a well-known question you must have heard. What goes on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening? It's so well known that no one finds it novel anymore.
Yeah, it's a classic riddle.
But please, do me a favor and answer me yourself.
It is honestly a human being. Or let's talk about the questioner instead.
Correct. This is the same answer Oedipus gave to defeat Sphinx, thus becoming a hero, but also starting him on his ill-fated destiny. Raise a question, give an answer. This is the most fundamental ritual. Through this, we get nearer to God.
Ritual?
Yes, a ritual. Whether it is by pouring out wine, slaughtering a calf, or circling round a fire with a baby in your arms. It is an agreement, a question that demands an answer. Every desire has a price, whether it is paid in wine, blood, or fire. But sometimes that sacrifice is taken from you without it ever being noticed, and the treasure you seek might be the undoing of your own desires. Let us take a look at another question. Stranger, what's your name? Cried Polyphemus. Nobody, Odysseus answered, and it allowed him to flee the Cyclops cave, safe and sound. A human being and nobody. 2 answers that could not be more alike, yet both were bound to fate by their answer. All right, dear, time to call it a day. As for you, you'll get the answers you seek. You've already paid the price.
One, abstain from beans. 2, do not pick up from what is fallen. And do not touch a white rooster. Are we reciting the rules?
Where am I?
You're in the back rooms. Just kidding. After a long period of darkness, clarity begins to dawn. Ahead lies a completely unfamiliar scene. The ring?
Did the earthquake do this? I was in the cave with 37.
No time.
Is the timer broken?
I think we're in something else.
Hey, Vertin! Here you are!
Why is everything in black and white? A familiar shout is heard in the distance.
Yeah. Come! People are waiting. The feast is going to start.
What feast?
Feast?
Yes! Today's the big day!
What's the big day?
We're celebrating because we kicked Manus Vindictae off the island, found the key to storm immunity, and saved the Numbers people from great disaster.
That's already a red flag. If you say it like that, that means something is very wrong. Why is it black and white? Why is Vertin the only one in color? And if you saying all that, we beat Manus Vindictae, we found what we came here for, and saved people. No. I don't believe it. Not one bit. This has gone from far worse here, and Yeah, I don't believe it.
What?
Yeah. But Regulus has already taken off.
Come on, Vertin. You'll miss out on the delicious honey-roasted rabbit.
She jumps forward excitedly, but suddenly cracks loudly when she lands.
Wait, Regulus. You just kicked over something.
What? What is it? Something for the cattle? Whoever left this here nearly tripped this great captain. Forget it. Come, Vertin. What are you still doing there?
Do not poke the fire with swords. Yeah, over the crosshair. What is going on? The square is alive with joy and activity. The usual silence and seriousness have been replaced by a symphony of giggles and cheers. The aroma of roast rabbit is thick in the air. Barrels of wine are being rolled around and people are gathered, drinking and chatting merrily.
Ah, nice wine. Did you make it yourself?
Careful, Miss Lilia. Too much wine can corrupt one's body and will. Besides, you are already halfway through our stock for the year. But this drink you brought is pleasant to the nose. Coffee, you said. I have heard many things about it. Oh. Bitter.
Poor guy. I was expecting more from a man of your size.
She goes to a barrel to fill her cup.
For God's sake, Regulus, keep an eye on your first mate here. Wow, he's so out of it right now.
What happened to you?
It appears that this apple's abstinence from the bottle will have to begin anew.
Oh wait, was he drinking apple cider? Sorry, I joke.
Vertin, finally! I was looking for you.
37 ways from a distance, Sophia at her side, arm in arm.
Hello, everyone. We have a big announcement to make. Sophia's just completed her proof and found her number.
I wish it were a true dream, but this is only an illusion. I am sorry. Wings flap from above. What the hell? 7. Do not enter the hall of new garments. Enter the hall from the right. Leave from the left.
Oh, don't worry about the swallows. They're going to fetch 6 for us. He's napping in the hall of Aperon. An excuse to not join the party.
Not so fast with the announcement, 37. People will find out sooner or later. Thank you for helping us, Vertin. We wouldn't have made it without you, and I look forward to our continued collaboration with the Foundation.
You see this? Collaboration. No one wants to join on either side. I know this is illusion. You see the glitching already, right? Just for a moment.
No. None of this makes any sense.
Exactly. She's too smart for this. 9. Do not sleep on the grave. As soon as you wake up, no imprint on your body.
Oh, enough business. People are having a party here.
So why are we reciting the rules in this illusion? The pirate comes over with a platter of rabbits, smiling as if England had just won the World Cup.
Well, what do you say to this lovely captain who just picked up some food for you?
So no, you klutz. Stop being such klutz. They clumsily collide, knocking over the tray of Regulus's hand.
My apologies, Regulus. I was too focused on linear regression formulas.
Yeah, the glitching is constant now.
That's all right. Wasn't me getting stuck in the kitchen roasting rabbits all day anyway. Unlimited supply of honeyed rabbits all day today.
There's no such thing as unlimited rabbits. But then again, if they joke about how rabbits go on at it, yeah, they could be unlimited. Regulus picks up the dirty clay plate and puts it aside.
I heard Sophia is making her announcement today. I'm curious which number she will be.
Care to wager on that? I'd say she's a multiple of 3.
Then I'd say she is a multiple of 139.
What?
I have to admit, she has a good number. A number 100 times better than me. 6 and 210 put together.
Calculating.
Please stop.
37 plus 6 plus 210 times 100 equals 2.
Oh no. She is not 25,300. I doubt anyone could live with themselves with a number that long.
And reciting that number, Jesus. A rooster crow? A rooster crows loudly in the festive atmosphere.
You haven't met before. This is a moo, my white rooster.
Ah, she broke the rule. Never cross a white rooster. Yeah, she kneels down and gently strokes its feathers.
This is Vertin.
Ah. Do not touch a white rooster.
A white rooster?
What is... Oh no, the island's infected, isn't it? With hysteria, isn't it? Cheers and shouts fill the air as people revel in jubilant euphoria. A Foundation employee picks up an ID from the ground. What the hell is upside down? Do not pick up what has fallen. An Imperium believer splits a long half of the road, earning enthusiastic applause from the crowd. I'm seeing the rules, and their actions are just the tables are filled with a chickpea and salad and neatly sliced bread, while people use their swords to poke fires and keep them burning. Wait a minute, chickpeas are beans? Sorry. I can't read much of this along. So much is going on.
Something's not right.
Yes.
None of this is right.
Exactly.
Something's happened on the island.
It is.
I must still be in the cave.
You are. My ear hurts. A churning anxiety fills the chest. The once joyful scene now takes on a surreal quality.
I have to get out of here.
Run, Vertin. I can't click. I can't click fast. And we're in underground. Wait, what the fuck does that say? Defeat the Black Bean King. Oh, I cannot wait to see what the hell this thing looks like.
Time to verify my new hypothesis.
Hold on, let me look.
Is this an illusion brought on by the fog? Or a new trial?
Oh, okay, I kind of misclicked it. Hang on.
No, something's not right. The flow of arcane skills on the island has changed. I need to get rid of them first.
I was trying to analyze whatever these things are. That is a chicken, isn't it? White Rooster Guardian. And the Black Bee. It's just a critter. It's just a critter with a rustic crown. And I don't think I can do much here, can I?
Experience fuels knowledge.
Why is she blocked? Yeah, why is she blocked, though? Guess we're gonna... Guess... Here, guess. Here, guess.
An order.
Loading. Splash in the water. Barrage. Faraday's miracle. So, damage.
Please stop damaging my robot girl. Please. Please. Okay. We're gonna have to do a massive attack here, so let's go to that.
Charging. Loading. Knowledge.
Connection between numbers.
Okay.
Eliminate target. Under attack. Aim and shoot. Devote yourselves to one another.
It just keeps attacking every time I attack. Maybe? Maybe?
Circuits functioning properly.
Let's see what we can do.
Experience fuels knowledge.
It's newly made this year.
Knowledge drives progress. I, robot, child of science.
I feel like I'm not gonna do well here.
So, damage.
Yeah. Please heal my girl, please. Alright, we need the high damage here. Alright, we're gonna have to do Eureka,
Charging.
I guess,
Experience fuels knowledge.
Form, space, and order.
Target confirmed.
Nice. Stop it. Thank you. Stop it.
This is for us all.
Fly, my numerical friends.
That verse is gonna be a problem. So is this thing. Its massive damage is ridiculous.
Faraday's miracle.
Right.
From beneath the water, the answer.
Alright, we're gonna have to figure this out here.
Barrage.
Oh my god! What the heck? Alright, I need new things. I can't really attack any of them because my robot's gonna die, I know for sure.
Knowledge drives progress.
Actually, hang on.
Charging.
Full, space, and
Aim
order.
and shoot.
No! Oh well.
Behold the phenomenal world.
Damn it! Ah!
Together, we are heroes.
That chicken needs to die! The chicken dies!
My surroundings changed.
Wait! By killing the chicken, the bean is dead!
Is all this still an illusion?
It is.
And now to return to my long-term mission.
Yes!
Rest.
Well, I was right! I killed the chicken, the bean dies.
Looks like the way we came, but it's a little different.
What is this? What is all this? The Apollo star outshines us all. Where am I going? Where am I?
These signs, are they trying to take me somewhere? The way out?
Ooh.
Perhaps.
Okay, a new cool thing here. An ethereal scorn permeates the air. There is no option but to continue on. Look at all this here. Many are these the questions, maybe? Who is that?
Vertin, where are you going?
Regulus, my girl.
I made some coffee for those clever eggheads. Enough to mend their broken souls after turning their backs on it for half their lives. Fancy a cuppa as well? Here you go.
Regulus, it's a violation of their scripture. You mustn't consume any beans or bean-based products.
Wait. Oh, coffee beans. I get it.
Yeah, the great sacred scripture again. Hey, think you can just walk away from a pirate without breaking any rules? Let's see you try. Ha! Now you must have the beans. Or you can pick them all up.
According to their rules, I'm not to eat things off the ground, or pick them up for that matter. Though, this mountain of beans isn't going away by itself. Fortunately, it doesn't appear to be too stable.
Wait, do I have to... A single vibration might topple the mountain of beans, perhaps, but try dragging the circular back and forth for a while. Okay, so we're just... I'm really shaking the beans off the platform. I love this puzzle.
An illusion of a coffee bean mountain like this is almost as cliche as a pirate with a hook for a hand.
Oh, it's you, whoever or whatever you are.
Something like this could never hold up to skepticism. Mankind is slow in learning new ideas. They need new information to be explained in simple terms, using examples and analogies, or reduced to its most basic symbols and generalizations. Eventually, once they've gotten used to the formulas and outlines, they may just see below the surface and find the deeper essence waiting there. What about you? What do you think is your essence?
Are you a Perion?
Are you any more significant than a pile of coffee beans?
My past or my thought? No choice! My thought. My past? Maybe?
Ah, certainly, darling. In a way, we are all a reflection of our pasts. But is who we are a measure of our decisions? Or have our decisions been decided for us long before the moment happens? We are led by our senses, as they in turn are led by our experiences, like puppets on a string. Our mind and soul can scarcely weigh in. Do people decide to put milk and sugar in their coffee for the taste? Or is it bitterness? That sharp sense on the tongue that tells them it must be sweetened?
Neither.
Do they even like coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it a memory of needing it to make it through the day? Each decision we make coming from a tug on our hidden strings. Strings we cannot begin to grasp for ourselves. Only by taking out these saccharine sweeteners can we know what we're really drinking.
The words on the wall are aiming to confuse you. Ignore them and follow these notes. Yeah. Hey, it's 30... Is it 37?
Vertin! Where are you going? We're still in a meeting. You'll have to leave from the left.
We have to leave from the right.
But I came in from the left.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I leave the same way I came in?
Oh no! You've made a mistake. Now you must stay behind bars until you prove the four-color theorem. Be careful not to make another mistake, or you'll be thrown into the Gorgon current and confined there forever. You look worried. Don't be. We're friends. I will defend you in court. I will try my best to reduce your sentence to trisecting angles with an unmarked straight edge and a compass.
I have to leave, but not from the right. There must be a way to reverse left and right.
Do I have to revert? Oh, 180-degree rotation. Okay. Ah! Okay.
So then left or right can be reversed as easily as changing your frame of reference. How can we hold people responsible for their actions when we use such malleable definitions?
Again, I am so needing to know who you are. First, it was some homeless bum, drunkard, then you.
We lead our lives according to these strict rules. Rules that are always changing definitions. It's too much for this old brain of mine. Why not simplify our definitions? To learn about the world like we were kids once more. Let's begin with math. Could it be as mutable as left and right? Could there be a hidden integer between 3 and 4? Is 1 always 1? Or is it just our frame of reference?
Let's see. The truth endures. You are right. Honestly, the truth endures. I'm not sure. I don't know.
But where is it then? This everlasting truth?
Can I go back?
Have you ever seen it? Have you basked in its radiance before? Maybe the shadows on the cave wall are our true reality. Maybe the sun is just another prop in our shadow theater. What if the people who chose to stay in the cave were the ones who were truly wise? Be careful what you hold to be true, darling.
I think I might have messed up on it, but I'm not sure, to be honest. It just confuses me more and more. So we have a triangle now, maybe? Who's going to be in our way?
Timekeeper, are you leaving the banquet?
Sonetto.
Perhaps we might go somewhere quiet. I wanted to speak with you about linear regression.
Is this an invite for a date? Sorry, I joke.
Terribly sorry, Sonetto. I really must be leaving.
Wait! Perhaps a more impromptu debate? I have some fresh ideas about our past discussions. Could I trouble you to help me refine them? The storm is gone. We have time to enjoy life again. You don't have to keep checking your watch or your task list anymore.
But time still is against us, and I haven't any left to spare. Not even to explain myself to Sonetto. I hate to be rude, but I need a moment of peace. If only I could turn everything silent.
Wait. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so surprised. Oh my god, I can't even hear myself here. Oh. I can't even hear my mic. I can't hear my mic. Well, it's silent now. Oh my god.
I said, if you are going to stick to your plan, then you must value your time wisely. Don't get caught up in idle conversation. Be firm in your determination. But careful not to go too far, otherwise your silence may be taken as a slight. And should they retaliate, what then? That's no peace, but a silent war. And peace will not return until one side concedes, even if they are blameless. Doesn't that seem unfair?
There is no other way. Silence.
Well, you've already mastered your most powerful weapon. I did warn you I'd retaliate in the same manner. Now we are square.
So she's gone now. We are square indeed. But more like a rectangle indeed. I don't know who you are. Are you Sophia?
Oh, you're still here, Vertin. I thought you had disappeared completely. I was hoping I might talk to you about my number.
So sorry, but I really do have to leave now.
Please. I think you may be the only one that can help. It won't take you long.
Oh my god. Do I really have to? I have to enter this? Really? It's at 66? Maybe? Oh, damn it. It's 6, isn't it? It's 6.
6. A perfect number. But it isn't my number. Let's try again. Reset the calculation for me. Put in asterisk and 0, and we can continue.
Hang on. Do I have to really do this? Are you kidding me now? Math is my greatest enemy. Oh, okay. I didn't know I was supposed to do maths, algebra, calculus.
That can't be my number either. It's far too brilliant for me. Please reset the calculation back to 0.
Do I really have to do this? You're kidding me, right?
210. I know 37 isn't a fan. Still, I would be honored to have an integer like that as my number. Let's try it one more time. I have a feeling that together we can find the right number for me.
Are you kidding me? You are kidding me. What? You're 0, aren't you? You are 0.
Who am I? An old question. It can't be as simple as your name. A name, after all, is only worth what meaning we give it. Bewildered by their own existence, man turns to the ultimate truth for answers. But soon enough, they come to see the truth is also beyond their ability to comprehend. That is when the fear catches up with them. So they put aside their search for truth and look for something more straightforward. A simple answer. Enough to satisfy a frightened child, caught between a comforting lie and something more frightening than the truth. That might be no truth at all. And if that is so, how can we know who we are really?
I am who I am. I honestly don't know.
Very good. Perhaps the truth lies hidden in the question. Hold tight to that answer, darling. A bit of elderly advice. There is no greater treasure. One day you might be amused by this idea. When you see yourself from someone else's eyes.
Now it's in different shapes. A circle, a square, a triangle, a rectangle, more of this, more of this. The trial is coming to an end. I didn't get to read it because I was clicking. Finally! Oh my gosh! More story time.
First is the circle, second is the square.
Oh, she's singing. Can I skip it? What? Am I unconscious? She's making a sand...
37? Is that you?
She's making a sandcastle. Hang on. The little girl does not seem to be listening. She's completely absorbed in building her castle. Also, I can't really click that thing up here, in honesty.
Put the triangle on the triangle, and the rectangle on the rectangle. Perfect, as things should be.
Whoa!
The emanation? Disorder and chaos.
Was that... Wait. What is going on?
This can't be. This isn't right. How ugly. How inelegant. How could this be the revelation from the patterns of the transcendental law above? How could such a terrible answer fall on my ears?
It's the truth.
I can't tell the others about this. There must be a mistake. I need proof. I have to go out there.
Wait. Arcana. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Vertin, my child.
Everything's on fucking fire.
Are you here to partake in sand play as well? No matter how oft we arrange them, the sight of them never grows stale.
Okay, it shows us 37 first, then 77, and then you. Were you a number here? I don't know.
Alas,
Broke a castle.
I shall destroy it.
Don't drown. Don't drown. I tried. Consciousness has snapped back to reality. The surroundings have reverted to this rocky walls, still enclosed within the cave. 37 stands with her head tilted, looking curious.
I think I had a terrible dream.
I don't think it's a dream. And I can't click on anything. I really can't click on anything.
What did you dream?
Regulus claimed Six's throne and declared this the rock and roll empire of irrational numbers. She took out a jar of coffee beans and stuffed one into my mouth.
37 shakes her head hard, as if trying to rid her mind of the horrific scene.
I'm relieved that I woke up in time. And you as well. Let's go, Vertin. We need to tell everyone the numbers.
She chirps, her face lighting up with delight, finally free from the long nightmare. A beam of daylight appears before them. The lengthy trial has finally come to an end.
Do you hear that? So many people out there. Must be Sophia here to pick me up. I told her she can wait for me outside. Sophia!
Oh, poor girl. The girl runs happily towards the light, like a young swallow swooping out of sight.
Wait, 37.
Oh no. She's got to catch up. Got to leave this place at once. Must share the findings here with the others. Finally, the light of day comes into view. Oh my god! My eyes hurt. A gust of wind suddenly rushes by, sending pebbles scattering across the ground. That all too familiar stench of sulfur fills the air. It is unmistakably the smoke of war. Oh no.
What?
Yeah. The island's on fire. The island is on fire. Whoa. What's just going on? The unfinished tune. Hey, is that a new one? I have a new one. Whoa, what is this thing? A first from an unknown source. Okay, banging in the distance, something falls. Cup drains from wine. Tired eyes dried. Okay. So, in honesty, I am close to getting through it to the end. So, and I am almost at my 2-hour limit. So, we're going to be continuing with the Wave of Art. And it looks like we're at some tower or a lighthouse or something. So, what is going to happen? So we're at a military station.
Mom, when will they give us the order to attack?
Okay.
What's taking so long? The island is just across the bay. We have men, weapons, supplies, everything. Just give us order and we will take to shore. Check out these bad boys. Anti-Arcanum weapons courtesy of the American from that Walden place. That creep just doesn't sit right with me. He's got that Arcanus stink about him. But his technology's solid and we needed it. We've got to get ahead of the Serbs and the Greeks.
This army has been stationed here for a long time, perhaps too long. The soldiers, stranded and demoralized by their failed landing, face days of uncertainty without orders while politicians bicker. They are left to heat their food meal by meal, watching their chances slip away.
Relax, Georgie. Leave the decisions to the big shots. I'm sure they'll just hug out the differences in the meeting room or something.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that these soldiers are very trigger happy. And they are not going to wait any longer. And they're going to go rogue, and they're going to bomb the hell out of an island, take what they can, and, well, do whatever.
Besides, you saw the monsters on that island. Can't speak for everyone here, but I don't want to die.
Screw the negotiations! Screw the committee! Like it or not, we were the first ones to find the island, not the Austrians or the Germans.
He grumbles and picks the monocular back up, straining to catch another glimpse of the island across the waters. The sea is tranquil, and as it often is this time of year, the water sparkles under the golden sun, stretching to the horizon without an island in sight.
Damn, those Arcanists have gone into hiding again. I swear I could see it from here yesterday.
He blinks, unsure if his eyes are tricking him.
Are those bird-like creatures leaving in droves?
Okay. His words barely catch anyone's attention. A new poker game is underway on the supply crate. A radio, a couple of beers, and a game of poker. A rare moment of enjoyment. Who could ask for more?
Georgie, brother, leave them be. Come, play with us. George?
The soldier does not seem to hear his name. He grips the monocular tightly, his mouth contorting as he mutters.
What a good opportunity this is. It's too good to pass up. We've got to act now.
He's going insane. He's going trigger happy. A drop of fiber paint slides down his cheek and lands on the ground with a splatter. Oh no. He caught the syndrome. Oh no.
We will claim what is ours. This island belongs to us. It's in our territory and we were the first to find it. Why shouldn't it be ours?
The card players pause, gawking at the paint sliding down on each other's faces, unaware that their own faces are melting. Oh god. In the silence, the only sound that fills in the air is static of the radio.
The Austro-Hungarian Empire has officially declared war on Serbia. Russia is mobilizing in support of Serbia. Germany demands Russia to stop mobilizing at once.
Huh?
Germany is mobilizing. France is mobilizing.
They're hallucinating. That's not real. Oh gosh. It's been a while since I heard Kakanya. Back at this hellscape, the street has turned into a canvas of mesmerizing hues. The colorful paints swirl and burst, creating one spiral after another. It's almost like the stage is set of a twisted carnival.
Father! Mother! Albert! Ilse!
I think it's too late.
Open the door! It's important! You have to listen to me!
She pounds the door, but as soon as she makes contact, the door softens and melts like butter. As all paint. She trips through the door, but quickly recoils at the horror inside. The art and specimens, once delicate and exquisite, now resemble a jumble of spilled paint.
No, this can't be. Albert?
Still with a glimmer of hope, she carefully calls out to her brother.
Clara, it's odd to see you so flustered. What's the matter?
What's with the slow penning? The familiar voice brings immense relief to her heart.
I'm headed to the business school. We'll talk when I get back.
Albert picks up the hat and adjusts its brim. The pin on the hat, Vingler's shop, shimmers in the dim light. Thank goodness, he seems to be fine, until it's not. He's still the reliable brother she remembers, the family's pride, in his sharp three-piece suit.
Business school?
Uh-oh.
But didn't you swear to never go back? Ever since your human classmate shot your arm in a duel. Wait, what happened to your arm?
She's seen it. He turns around and Kakanya can finally see. Half of his suit is covered in colors, the paint trailing down his face and pooling at his feet. An arm is flowing colors is attached to his body, like a mismatched puzzle piece.
Oh, Ethan. Yes, he wounded me. He had to prove his standing to the Brotherhood. There was no other way. But that's in the past. He gave me his arm, so now we're even.
Ooh. He raises his left hand to show her the blade. Streaks of blood are still on it. He casually tosses it aside, letting it clatter into the darkness and disappear into the swirls of colors. Albert grabs his walking stick, his new arm dangling lifelessly at his side.
I have to go. I have to find Johnson, Raymond, and Herbert. That little rascal pushed Ilsa into the fountain. We have a score to settle. Take care, Clara.
Wow. He strides past her and hails a carriage, and with triangles for wheels.
Albert, don't go!
I couldn't read that fast. What did it say? Triangles for wheels at the door. Okay. She runs to stop the carriage, but it is unaffected by her efforts. Like everything else is in its place. A set of footsteps approach from behind.
The storm syndrome is spreading, Doctor. Stay any longer, you'll be infected too. Please, leave with me.
Marcus, go with the key. Go with her. The trembling ground interrupts her. A mob of distorted faces swarms through the streets, chanting slogans and singing in their own tongues. White pro-war pamphlets litter the ground like snowflakes being absorbed into a mire of effervescent paints. The city is bursting with unrelenting energy, like a speeding chariot or a trolling powder keg.
The signbell in the parade. Is that Aurora? I just met her at the coffee house last week. We were talking about her wedding.
Watch out, Doctor!
A sign crashes to the ground beside them. Rage-filled citizens are tearing the streets apart, literally. Even the handles of roadside benches are yanked off and made a weapon. The fervent protest consumes all who come across it, forcing them to participate with no option to decline.
This is bad. They have lost their minds.
Yeah.
This way, Doctor. We have to get out of here.
This is extreme chaos here. Oh my gosh. Are we fighting them again? Yes, we are.
Program activated.
No, connection between numbers.
Splash in the water.
The golden ratio.
Eliminate target.
Comprehensible.
Must push on. Loading. Charging.
Space and order.
Faraday's miracle.
Fly, my numerical friends.
Barrage. I must push on.
Comprehensible.
Experience
Connection
your
between
loading.
numbers.
Devote yourselves to one another.
Behold the phenomenal world.
Aim and shoot. Circuits functioning properly.
Drives progress.
I, robot, child of science.
The sparkling of the sea, the shimmering of scales, there is always a light to follow.
Together, we are heroes.
I must push on.
No form, space, and order.
This is for us all.
Bask in the sunlight.
Form,
Charging.
space, and order. Fluidity and fluctuation. A hypothesis of truth. The golden ratio.
The light that illuminates all.
I remember it's called...
This way, Doctor. We have to go back to your clinic. The Special Operations Squad will meet us there.
The young investigator holds the doctor's hand, determined to do her duty. But the doctor halts in her steps and drops her head, looking dejected.
Marcus, you once said that there was another way to make things right. And then you did your part, as I did mine. But now, after all that's happened, please tell me, what's the point of us trying? Will we save them in time? Is there any chance that we can turn things around?
She struggles to hold back a sob. The warring crowd fades into the distance, and the ring road of yesterday is now but a distant memory, never to be relived.
The ritual you acquired, the one you said could save everyone. Is it working now?
That is the biggest problem. They're still testing.
Let me in.
Back at Laplace. Okay. The floor is in Laplace's corridor. It has lost its clean silvery sheen. Dawkins and his slobbering mud certainly played a major role in the destruction. The guards used every cleaning orb in their inventory to restore even a hint of its original glory. A pair of angry feet stomp across the floor, ignoring their colleagues' attempts to stop them. Enigma adds more muddy footprints without hesitation.
I have just one question. Why hasn't the project stopped yet?
His outcry elicits a reaction. The door to the director's office flings open, and an angry figure storms out.
Adler Hoffman, you have been removed from the team. You're not authorized to be here. You have violated
the LSCC safety management regulations? I brought them with me. You're welcome.
He throws the hefty manual right onto his former leader's face.
If you cared about the regulations as much as you claim, you'd know that none of what's happening aligns with its guidelines. Even the head of Laplace has no authority to continue the experiment under these circumstances.
Before he can continue, his ex-leader sharply cuts him off.
Get out of my face, Adler. I don't have time for this. We're in a state of war. Every participant has signed an informed consent form. If you are not part of this project, please leave immediately. We only have 18 hours until the storm. This is it. The first time we've made such a breakthrough in all 9 storms. Your sister gave up her life to take us this far. I hope you don't need me to remind you that.
Adler Hoffman is abruptly silent. A fiery rage ignites in his hazel eyes. A deafening void engulfs the space as Ulrich realizes his verbal blunder.
Yes, she made the ultimate sacrifice, hoping that it would lead to a breakthrough. But instead, death continues to rise. How can you let this go on?
He charges ahead, shoving Ulrich aside with his elbow. Ulrich's head slams against the wall, ferrofluids shifting erratically inside.
I demand to know why the experiment is still going!
He starts working on the padlock on the door. Nothing's going to stop him from breaking through it today. The alarm goes off. Ulrich struggles to his feet against the wall, a hand up to his head.
Don't we have enough crazies around here? Madame Lucy has important things to do. She has no time for you. Go cry to your therapist, human.
Important? What could be possibly more important than this right now? What happened to the humanitarian ideals of the Foundation? Are we now under the tyranny of machines? What's this important thing she's got to do? Reading the paper? Sipping on oil and charging up in a 230-volt bath?
Sounds exaggerating, but he cracks the code, pushing Ulrich's arm aside. Enigma forces his way onto the room. The room is completely dark. A piston spins up at his feet.
Is that you, Adler? Welcome.
That was almost tense. A bit, yeah. I'm getting... I don't know what I'm expecting here, to be honest.
Oh, look at this mirror, dear. There's a sizable stain on it.
I don't see any stains, but I think it's broken.
Yes, it is. Maybe its owner meant to break it so that the stain would be thoroughly removed.
Highly doubtful.
Now the stain is gone, and the owner has a collection of little mirrors. She must have accidentally left this one behind.
Whose mirror is this?
A lady with great ambitions and an unconscious charm. A lady who wishes to make the rest of the world accept who she is, and has suggested that many others join her way of thinking. Her brother, on the contrary, hopes to be taken in. In his attempt to act like everyone else, he lost an arm in a duel. If you ask me, dear, I'd say they're very alike. The brother and sister are a mirror image of each other. She's often repulsed by the sight of him, unable to reconcile herself with all that he reminds her of. Now the brother has found his missing arm, along with his long-lost dignity. The surgery that the sister had been hoping would be done on this world has finally started. But all of a sudden, she's terrified of the incisions. As I said, despite their differences in approach, the brother and sister are mirror images of one another. But now the mirror is broken. I hope she can make it through the 7 years of bad luck. Poor thing. There's no way around it.
Right. Alright, I got one more to do and I'll be done for today. Yeah. The piston rotates on the floor like a toy top.
I am not in a suitable form to receive a guest.
Okay, so according to her lore, a little quick fact, that Lucy came from the steam age, which means she was a steam machine before she advanced. Evolved, maybe. So right now I think she's on her piston form, I believe.
Simone, can you put me back in my body?
Her assistant rushes over and puts her into a robot body.
I feel much better. Thank you.
There's the face.
Oh, you have even put on a face for me. How sweet of you. I have noticed your icy gaze, Researcher Adler. You are yearning to correct the logic of this place. Well, I only said that to Simone out of courtesy. In reality, whichever body I am put into makes no difference to me.
Her ill-timed explanation annoys him even more.
The experiment, ma'am. Why hasn't it stopped? Are you going to pretend that nothing's happened? That no one died? Could it be that you and Ulrich, the awakened, being the tin cans you are, have no regard for actual lives?
Adler Hoffman, I will not warn you again.
Ulrich storms back into the room with 2 guards ready to throw him out at any moment.
Relax, Adler. You are led by a biased opinion because you lack critical information. A common defect in all cognitive processes. I believe you will shift to a more rational perspective once you receive sufficient information on the subject.
A more rational perspective?
The human, known for his logical thinking, responds with an overwhelming amount of feeling.
We are humans, not machines. We are not expendable parts. I have plenty of reasons to question your decisions. Your excessive insistence on this experiment could be a sign of uncontrollable behavior, a trait commonly seen in arcanists.
The experiment has been cancelled everywhere, except for this very room.
What?
Mm-hmm. The robot flashes a smile as if anticipating the man to be pleased with their response.
As you and researcher Medicine Pocket have said, the ritual is beyond the limits of almost everyone here. The side effects will kill them before the ritual can even take effect. The first wave was inevitable. Dora had pressed send before she disintegrated. We only managed to halt the subsequent transmissions and evacuate the unaffiliated staff. We kept only a few arcanists on the team, and each has signed the consent form.
Mutual consent. That bloody form again.
Forgive me, ma'am, but I have to use your argument against you. You too are guided by a biased opinion. An overly optimistic one. Because you have failed to properly assess the risks involved. We have suffered enough misfortunes just by uttering a few syllables of the incantation. We've talked about the limit of things before. You should know better and ask the rest of the team to quit the experiment. Your insistence will only bring calamity upon calamity on our people for nothing.
The researcher fights to stay calm, reiterating his views he had already shouted in the hallway. Ulrich begins his retort, but the director simply nods in agreement.
You might be right. But how is being right going to help us?
Huh?
She grins, trying for a warm, gentle smile, but it comes across as anything but. Enigma despised that face. I got hiccups. Every time she tried to show a hint of humanity, it only served to highlight how different she was from everyone else.
You spoke of the limit, and I am surprised that it is you who brought it up.
Enigma pauses for a second, not sure if she's being sarcastic.
The physical appearance of humans has remained relatively unchanged since the Neolithic era, but their thoughts and civilization continued to evolve and underwent significant transformations. The achievements that humanity enjoys today were not given to the species by any one person with godlike powers, but were the result of the collective efforts of all human beings. Limits and boundaries must be pushed, or there would never have been room for development. There is no reason to believe that the limit cannot be challenged, especially when we already have the tools to do so. We must make progress happen.
Grandiose lies.
Lies?
Oh crap, he forgot about her excellent hearing.
We have no choice but to go beyond that limit. If we do not break away from the storm, there is no future for us, let alone progress. We need to first determine all the side effects as a priority. This important step will help us compile data and eliminate the effects so our colleagues can use the ritual safely.
And who will try it this time, Madam Lucy? You're not going to test the side effects as the cost of lives, are you?
No. Thanks to Ulrich, we stumbled upon a breakthrough. You are right. It is time to send the other Arcanists home. Only the awakened are needed here.
The awakened?
The tungsten wires glow faintly red in the dark. Then the room is lit.
The power is back, Mom. We are ready to resume.
It will take time to properly explain. Please wait, Adler. We have yet to reach an agreement.
What? Are you experimenting? Here?
She did say. Ignoring his surprise, Lucy sits down on the iron bench. Wires of various sizes are attached to her body. The instrument comes to life to the piston's rhythm, faithfully recording every change in the robot. Also, again, another good shot. For her slightest movements to arcane fluctuations, nothing goes unnoticed.
La Unwa.
Wait, she's reciting it?
Frozen in place by the scene, she looks around the room in disbelief.
She's read the reports, right? She was there when Dora broke into pieces.
Rarely does her back curl up like this. The usual cheerful expression on her face has changed to one of unease, suggesting that something is amiss. A hunk of metal should not feel pain. They have no flesh, no nerves. But if she is in agony, what could be the cause of such torment? Will she break apart too, like those people? The ominous curse has set its sights on its prey. It watches, almost like Zeus on a mountaintop, ready to unleash lightning on the mortals who dares to steal fire.
No. Simone, I cannot continue.
The most primal, instinctual fear. This is the first time he's ever heard her emotions pour out so raw.
You fools! Don't just stand there! Stop her! Now!
Panic and horror twist in his stomach. He has an irresistible urge to rip out the wires and put an end to her torture.
Who's going to lead us if she also turns into a pile of scraps?
Stay where you are, Enigma.
Ulrich's voice, full of animosity, comes from behind.
You insisted on being here. You demanded to see this. Don't bring your pathetic, narrow-minded humanitarian values in here and tell us what to do. What do you know about us?
Simone leans over to her. She speaks softly.
You can do it, madam. This is just part of the established procedures. Just a few more syllables, madam, and it will be over.
Established procedures.
Fear ebbs away a little as she repeats those words.
I like that.
Her eyes close. She forces out the last word with great determination.
Seer Clo.
It is done. A clear, accurate, impeccable read. Right at that moment, the lights in the lab go out.
Was that all, Simone?
Yes.
No one can see her face in the darkness, but Enigma believes it to be a smile.
Good.
A gust of sand rises in the room. Without warning and out of nowhere, it screams through the enclosed darkness. The raging storm engulfs the robot's cold metal body, carrying her away with great force. When the sand subsides, all that remains is an old piston clattering to the ground. And that, my friends, is Lucy's true form. Is a piston. Scares me a lot. Don't you think? Alright, so that is it for part 2, I believe. Because I'm already at the limit already, and I went through 7 parts, and I'm trying to get it as fast as I can, and I might do it another video after editing this one in just a few hours. So, I just want to say thank you all for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. If you're new to the channel, be sure to click the subscribe button to support my channel, comment, and like the video. Or any of my videos. If you enjoy my narration, my gameplay, anything really in my content I show, I don't mind it. I would just love for y'all to take a watch, and that's it. If you are interested in the story of every game I play, be sure to write it down in the comments and like the video as well. I will repeat everything. I will repeat these things just to make sure you guys know what to do here. So far, we passed the test. A price has paid. The island was on fire. Panic is ensuing in the freaking labs. People died. People got mutated. And all but knowing the risks were reviewed. So it is up to Lucy herself to do it herself, because arcanists, and humans are, well, put in danger because of that. And Yeah. And find out that her true form was a piston, which is odd, but still, it's interesting to see the role of the Awakened, which is basically machines who got personality, awakened with personality, souls, maybe even magic as well. And Lucy has been the most wanted character ever since they saw her in chapter, I believe, 4 or 5. I don't remember. Or is it 6? Yeah. And that's all I got for now. So until then, I will see you in part 3. So have a good weekend, and I will see you guys later.